we move into the decider. In the winner stays on between Hera and Beastyqt. We're tied at 3-all. We're on Highview. We've got Russ versus Abbasid. I'm here with GUA bringing you spawning in the south in blue, playing the Abbasid dynasty, Beastyqt, and spawning in the north in the color yellow, playing as the Rus. We've got Hera. This is huge. They're not just paying for $500, but for the right to play next week. If Hera wins, going to take a streak up to $1,000. Going to be playing again in a week. We know that this is considered like a pretty prestigious event within the pros because of the potential to get streaks going. A very high stakes, huge match. We've had an amazing series. GUA, talk to me about this matchup.
Yeah, this is a really exciting game we have here. So Hera played Rus on Highview. He's got to be feeling really good about this. This is the best map in the game for Rus. So with Rus, you get the bounty through killing all the different animals, and you can get a lot of the bounty through killing deer, collecting sheep. But also there are so many wolves on this map that you can attack them and bring them back to your town center, and you get a lot of gold, and it helps your bounty. So very good map here for Rus. BC playing as the Abbasid civilization, and I'm really curious to see what he goes for here. As it's pretty common for Abbasid players to go for a fast second town center. Rus players like to go for the fast castle, get the horse archers. So yeah, I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on BC to see what his game plan is here.
Yeah, and so this definitely feels like a matchup where it's BC that's got to show the initiative and do something unordinary, right? Because Hera wins in a straight meta fight. I mean, he's got the civ advantage on the map already, getting that bounty up to 230 after just 2 minutes. So he managed to get straight on top of that. He's got 2 wolves that are going to go down really quickly, so he's going to actually get quite a good bounty pretty early here, up to 255 now, about to be 290 already. Sharp looking start here from Hera.
Yeah, looking quite good for him. He's got the hunting cabin, on his starting wood line. Just pretty standard stuff here with Rus. And, yeah, I'm expecting BC to TC boom. I think that's what the current meta is in this matchup, is that some people have the opinion that this is actually a good matchup for Abbasid, and that they can go 2 town centers and maybe even a 3rd TC and just outboom the Rus FC. But I disagree with that. I think I've seen players do that, and I think if the Rus player plays it correctly, they will still have the advantage because they can get up to Castle Age, they can get all 5 relics very quickly, and capture 3 sacred sites. And even if they're behind in villagers, they won't be behind in economy because of how much gold generation they're going to get from, from the relics and from the sacred sites. And then you have a very strong Rus army composition in H3. So yeah, I think that's going to be Hera's goal. He's going to be racing up to Castle Age, and we'll have to see if these fast second TCs come through from BC here or not.
Yeah, so interesting.
Okay, as I say all this, I just had another thought pop in. I think one other thing that BC and maybe Abbasid players try is that he might try to do a little bit of like a tower rush here. I think that's another option for BC, where he actually plays at H2, and he goes with some like aggressive towers to kind of get map control. So those are the 2 options I see from BC.
So he's got options. Well, he's got options. It doesn't look like he's going for the H2. I can't see any villagers moving forward. So
yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is now building a mining camp on his stone, so it looks like he is going for the approach of adding a fast second town center.
Yeah.
Which is the more standard and probably less risky play here from BC. So makes a lot of sense.
So in the meantime, Hera gets up with the Golden Gate nice and quickly, building a wooden fortress on his wood line there. But in the meantime, yeah, going for that second TC.
We do have a barracks though coming down from BC, so yeah, he might be doing a mix of kind of what I was saying. It looks like he's not trying to do an immediate fast second TC, or he's not starting to get harassed on his stone line.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, it's interesting because he's been scouted what he's doing. In the end, I think he might have just had a change of thought, because he's only managed to collect 40 stone, and that's going to be very, very slow. He's gathering really, really slow. For some reason, they just delivered the stone all the way back to the town center and came back. I don't know why they didn't drop it off at the mining camp there, but very, very slow. What? Yeah.
Okay. I had to step away, but blow my nose there.
No worries.
Yeah, so it looked like Hera is using the scouts there to harass the village in that stone mine quite a bit. I wonder if Beasty made the barracks because of that. I don't think so. I think he's kind of doing this mix of maybe that tower play, as I was saying. Yeah, he is moving a villager forward. So yeah, I've seen Beasty do this before. But ooh, Hera has an archer, just barely misses seeing the villager. That's quite big there for Beasty.
Yeah, he's also got a spearman coming. They're going to bump into each other. They literally touching. The spearman, the two spearmen are on top. Literally, like, walked into each other through that through the hidden forest there, and just like literally hit each other square on. And now Hera's actually got a few archers out there. He's going to take down one spearman, probably going to get down another one as well. And Hera's going to start piling on a little bit of aggression. In the meantime, as you called it, very, very nice call from GUA there, because the outpost indeed does go down. Although that's a peculiar place for... I mean, is that outpost particularly effective there? All of this wood line is still available.
Yeah, I think it's okay, though, because he only sent one villager, and it's very risky building towers forward against Roost. Like, I think he's trying to creep the towers. He's going to build this initial tower, and then he's going to build a new tower a bit closer. So he's trying to be very careful and creep with the towers, which I think is the correct decision here. But I've seen BC do this strategy, and yeah, I thought this was one of his options, but I don't know if I see this working. And I think Hera's responding very intelligently to this. Adding these archery ranges, I'm not sure if he initially scouted that. You know what? Hera might have scouted that there were very few villagers on stone, and that you saw the early barracks. So Hera adapting, and instead of doing the straight FC as many Roost players would do, Hera's playing this H2, and he's just training archers. So very good adaptation here from Hera. And yeah, BC now building another tower in the back there. So kind of creeping forward with these towers, as I was saying, but Hera pushing with his archers.
Yeah, that's quite a nice mass already from Hera. I think he's not gonna. He looks like he's pulling back, but I think he's just gonna keep going with it. Those towers are annoying, but they're not. Hera's not in any big trouble from them anytime in the immediate future, and he's got a really nice looking. That is a really nice looking mass there from Hera. That's going to start getting very annoying very, very quickly. And yeah, he's going to fancy chances of just pushing in. He's got... Take a look at the income per minute, and Hera is ahead on every resource out gathering. He's going to pick off a few villagers here at least. One goes down, two villagers go down, three... or four. That's big. 4 villagers at the 8-minute mark going down already. He did slightly overcommit there, maybe, getting those archers a little bit into the range of the town centre, but nonetheless, that was, I mean, Beasty did manage to pick off quite a few of Hera's units there, but yeah, Hera's going to take that trade, isn't he? That's like, just picking off bits of the eco at this stage is going to be very, very effective.
Yeah, Hera playing this very well. Actually up 5 villagers now. And BC is creeping forward with these towers now. Now going to get one on the backwood line and immediately research arrow slits there to try to start being annoying. But yeah, BC in some trouble back at home here. He's getting pushed off of his wood line, starting to lose more villagers. Now pops villagers into the TC to try to push this attack back, but entire economy is idled.
Yeah, this is really big. He's got a really nice surround there of the scouts just being very annoying on top of all of these archers. Hera did lose a lot of archers, but not before a huge amount of idle time, like you said. So Hera is going to have to pull back and work on that. In the meantime, more villagers. Beasty's still working on this total surround of the base. They're going to start building some outposts around here as well, but He's fallen pretty far behind on eco in the meantime. Taking a look, we've got 30 villagers there for Hera. Take a look at little look at Beastyqt. Got 28. So I mean, there's not that much in it, but Hera's just going to keep this pressure.
During that fight, I saw BC's tower in the back wood line. It killed. I saw one villager die. But looking at the villager counts, it feels like Hera lost a lot of vills. Hera's only up 2 vills. He was up 5 vills before that fight. I have a feeling. I think that tower must have killed like 4 or 5 vills of Hera's.
Oh wow, it might, and Hera might just have not noticed pushing in.
Yeah, because as you're fighting, like you're in the attack alerts in the middle of a fight. You maybe miss the attack alert at the back of your base, not expecting a random tower to be on your wood line, and Hera, he must have lost a lot of vills there because he is BC's at 25, Hera's at 33. I mean, Hera still has a very large economy lead at the moment, still in a very good spot. But tower might have did some damage there.
Yeah, and Hera is just going to keep this pressure up, which I really like. He's not going to give Beasty any time to recuperate as he pushes in once more. Every time he does this, he is losing a significant number of units, but he just doesn't seem to really mind very much. And
the tower in the back of the base barely got up, but big fight here. Hera pushing the base, and these scouts, very, very good. They only cost 60 food, and they can be quite tanky with health regen. Very good for their cost efficiency. So we're seeing Hera do this strategy with Virus quite a bit lately, where if he plays H2, he goes archers and scouts, and I actually like it quite a lot because the scouts, they're actually very good units. Like, you wouldn't think to make scouts as part of your military, but they're very cost efficient. They cost only 60 food compared to like an 80 resource archer, and they can tank a lot of damage and with the health regen. So
Hera keeping this pressure up, and Beasty's got those outposts around his opponent's base, but they're not really causing too many problems. They were a big investment, and now actually Hera's focused on picking off villages. He's not even using his archers to fight those. Well, now he's picking off some archers as well, but taking off villagers one by one there. Every single time another villager's dropping. That's another 5 or 6 villagers going down during this confrontation, and every time these confrontations seem to happen, they trade evenly in terms of the archers, but there's just so many villagers lost each time, and Beasty can't keep this up, and actually he's not even got enough archers to really keep this fight up either, so this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a huge problem. He's now behind on military, he's completely surrounded, all of those archers now going down, and he's going to keep picking off villagers, and Beasty is really, really in a world of pain right now. A good number there of archers, 10 archers, managed to survive, which is interestingly just enough to keep one-shotting villagers. In the meantime, scouts are going to go chase down these villagers. The villagers have already done their job. They've just built outposts, which aren't really... They're just really not doing too much of a job. And Hera's actually just going to use his scouts to start sieging them down anyway. So those towers, I feel, GiveUA were a huge investment, and in the end, he's just not going to get much value from them.
Yeah, and Hera doing the perfect counterplay. If Hera just did the fast castle, then I think those towers would have looked a lot scarier. But Hera reading the game very well, and there we go. BC taps out. Hera coming away with victory in Game 7, meaning Hera wins this week of Winner Stays On, and that's a streak of 2 in a row for him. Is that right?
Wow, that's 2 in a row. That's $1,000, and wow, did he do that the hard way, going all the way to 7. I mean, congrats to Beastyqt for wow, what a fight he put up, man. That was incredible. That was an amazing series, actually, that we were treated to. Both players doing like a very, very good job, but Hera saved Rus, very patient and for high view in case it went to Game 7, and he was rewarded